and so I'd like to welcome all of you here this evening. At this time, I would like everyone to please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and please remain standing for the invocation given by Board Member Brian Herford. But first, Student Board Representative Megan Kawakami will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Megan?
Ready, salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We've asked to remember today that 75 years ago there was an attack that made our nation very aware that we can't always be nonchalant towards things around us. We can't take everything for granted. As we give a moment of silence for all lives that we lost.
Again, I would like to welcome all visitors present this evening. If you would like to address the board on any matter, please fill out a request for public presentation form, which can be found on the table in the lobby, and please give it to our board secretary, Susan Wise. You will be called on at the beginning of the agenda item as it is introduced to present before the board discusses it. Or if the matter is not on the agenda, you will be called on during the public presentations portion of the meeting. Presentations are limited to 3 minutes and will be timed. The digital clock located on the wall to my right will monitor your time and will inform you as to when your time has expired. As part of the minutes of this public meeting, presentations and discussions may be taped. Item I, closed session motions. During closed session, the board reviewed the findings and recommendations of the administrative expulsion hearing panel regarding the possible expulsion of 3 students. I will entertain a motion to adopt the hearing panel's findings and recommendations for students number 1708, 1709, and 1710.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Also during closed session, the board reviews the district personnel matters. I will entertain a motion to approve routine personnel matters. Any discussion? All those in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Item J, approval of minutes. I will entertain a motion to approve the minutes of the November 16, 2016 regular board meeting and the November 28, 2016 special governing board meeting as submitted.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item K, adoption of the agenda. I will entertain a motion to adopt the December 7th, 2016 agenda as submitted.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Item L, student board member report. Next, we will hear this month's report from our student board member, Megan Kawakami. But first, we wish her a very, very happy birthday on December 19th. Let's give a hand to our board member, Representative Megan Kawakami. We hope that whatever you do on that day to celebrate, we hope it's wonderful from start to finish. So Megan, will you please share your December Student Board Representative report with us?
Thank you so much. The student board report, starting with Buchanan. At the recent state cross-country championships at Woodward Park, Buchanan High School's boys team finished 14th and the girls placed 3rd, with Corey Smith setting a record for the fastest time by a freshman. Senior water polo player Megan Croker received the Jim Pointer Sportsmanship Award for demonstrating fairness, respect, and honesty. The #1 ranked boys water polo team won the Division I Valley Championship after defeating Clovis High and went undefeated in the track for the 2nd consecutive year. Buchanan Band and Color Guard participated in the Western Band Association Championships and qualified for the Grand Championships for the first time in 10 years. Fair Nation jazz bands performed at the competitive Delta Jazz Festival. Both the A and B bands took first place in the heavy and intermediate divisions respectively. Science teacher Richard Kenny received a 2016 Crystal Award. Buchanan's annual Diversity Talent Show, Harmony, displays the talents of special needs students in multicultural clubs. Performances are tomorrow and Friday, with an additional evening show tomorrow at 7 o'clock p.m. in the NPR. The event is free and open to the community. Buchanan will host its annual Powder Puff Game, the MS Bowl, on Thursday, December 22nd at 7 o'clock p.m. at Veterans Memorial Stadium, with proceeds benefiting the Multiple Sclerosis Society. Clovis High is off to a wonderful winter season. In the spirit of giving, Clovis High has participated in and sponsored many community service projects this holiday season. The Ecology and Veterans Club collected 3,000 cards for troops, while Interact students collected Thanksgiving baskets and distributed them to local families. Currently, students are collecting for another non-perishable food drive and sponsoring more than 50 children in the Star Tree Project. Cougar students, staff, and community members have come together to support Clovis and Fresno families in need. At the Western Band Association Championships, the Golden Cougar Marching Band took second in their division, scoring a season high. They also earned the caption of High Percussion. Clovis High School will hold its Powder Puff game on December 14th at La Monica Stadium. Teams will go head-to-head to compete for the title of Powder Puff champion. The ladies will play football while the gentlemen cheer them on. On December 20th, the Clovis High Choral Department will present Yuletide Joy at Sheboygan Concert Hall. It will be a wonderful evening for all. On December 23rd, Clovis High will honor all winter athletes during a Black Light Rally. This will be an exciting rally of lights, neon, lasers, and fun. At Clovis East, it's a great day to be a Timberwolf. The annual canned food drive is underway, and the Reagan Educational Center is eagerly hoping to beat last year's total of more than 28,000 units of food donated. Non-perishable food items can be given to any REC teacher, and prizes will be handed out to those who donate. In order to provide a little extra motivation, Mr. Arredondo and Timberwolf students are busy creating a sequel to last year's popular video, I Need Cans. A special congratulations to math teacher Gabriel Tenyenhouse, who won a Crystal Award. To make the announcement to him, Mr. Tenyenhouse was surprised with a mini pep rally outside his classroom door, which included the drumline, his family, and students from nearby math classes. Miracle on 34th Street kicked off with a sold-out house last week. A bus full of Wolfpack Theater fans sat impressed by the tremendous efforts of the cast and crew. The show included laughs, holiday magic, and even real snow. There is still time to see the play this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at the Dan Casano Theater. For more holiday spirit, the Clovis East Choir Holiday Concert will take place on December 13th at 7 o'clock p.m. at the Paul Sheboygan Concert Hall. The Clovis North Educational Center continues to support students, families, staff, and community. During the recent canned food drive, students collected thousands of items that were donated to Clovis North and other district families. The varsity boys and girls basketball teams hosted the annual Clovis North Area Basketball Tournament. Elementary players competed as parents and fans cheered on the future Broncos. Students at Granite Ridge and Clovis North were fortunate to have Deputy Superintendent Dr. Carlo Prandini and Associate Superintendent Mr. Norm Anderson deliver inspiring messages of leadership and character at legend events. The staff at the Clovis North Educational Center competed in the 3rd annual Turkey Bowl flag football game. Referee Dale made sure no injuries occurred and fun was had by all the players and spectators. Clovis North's band earned a top 10 finish at the Western Band Association Championships at Veterans Memorial Stadium. The band also performed at the Children's Electric Christmas Parade in Old Town Clovis. Clovis North's choir performed at the American Choral Directors Association Honors Choir Competition at UAP. 5 students made it to Central Region, and 2 of these scored high enough to make it to the State Honor Choir. Lastly, fall athletics completed their season in the playoffs, and now winter athletics look to earn Valley titles one game at a time. Clovis West High School's girls basketball team is ranked number 3 in the state, the highest any Valley team has ever started in state rankings, and number 10 in the nation. This weekend, the girls won the Nike Valley Showdown and set a school record for the most three-pointers in a game with 18. The team is in Hawaii at the invitation-only Nike Iolani Classic. Good luck, Old Eagles. Clovis West Wrestling hosts the annual Clovis West Shootout Tournament this Saturday. Come see some of the top wrestlers in the state competition in this season kickoff. Mock trial is off to an outstanding start. Their most recent competition, the beach ball tournament, included 5 world champions, 9 state champions, and 19 county champions, the most competitive tournament to be hosted in California this year. Out of these 24 accomplished teams, Clovis West mock trial earned 4th place ahead of last year's state and world champions. Additionally, Megan Cowcomer received an Outstanding Attorney Award, and Josh Avalos received the Rookie of the Year Award. The Clovis West Concert Choir was given a command performance at the CSUF Invitational Choir Festival. Student TJ Adams was selected as a member of the All-State Honor Choir. Congratulations. And that concludes the student board report for December 7th.
That was very smooth. And congratulations on your award. Thank you. It's wonderful, and happy birthday to you in the next couple of weeks. Great job. Absolutely.
I can see my people should be up here. Because they're the ones that won this, right? You guys, Rob rang this bell really well up there in San Francisco. And they did a great job in winning this Golden Bell Award. So, it's really green. But they also got something additional, which is, first time I think Clovis has ever gotten this Golden Bell, $1,000.
Congratulations.
Betsy, can you ask them to stand, please, that we're involved?
Everybody stand up and look at the Golden Bell Awards.
For those in the audience that are unsure about the award, the Golden Bell Award that Dr. Parra is coming up to receive from board member Sandoval is given to individuals or programs or departments in school districts who have outstanding programs or initiatives that can be replicated in other school districts around the state. And our curriculum instruction and accountability department have been working very, very hard on developing great curriculum for our students, and they have curriculum design teams that are comprised of teachers from throughout our school district who have been working hours and hours and hours, giving from their hearts and their knowledge to develop great lessons for our students. And it's been recognized statewide, and there was a conference last week called the California School Boards Association Conference, CSBA, and this award, the Golden Bell Award, is the most prestigious award that school districts can receive at that conference. And so our curriculum instruction and accountability department were recognized at a special luncheon on Saturday. And so honestly, we've always known and believed that our curriculum instruction and accountability department is the best, but now it's been validated statewide. So let's hear it again. Okay, moving on to item M, organization of the board. M1 is the annual election of governing board officers for 2016-17. I will now entertain a motion to nominate a governing board president who will serve from December 2016 to December 2017.
I would like to nominate Sandy Bingle.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, new board president, Sandy Woodward.
Thank you. And as I move into this position, I would like to take a moment on behalf of the board as your vice president, Chris Cusd, to thank you for this very long year that you've put in. The president is doing so much behind the scenes for us all the time, going to every event, being present for us when we're not able to be there, and really representing us well throughout the district at various functions. Not to mention board meetings. That's the one that everyone knows we have, but there's all the other aspects that you have done a great job with, and appreciate your time, your efforts, your service, and everything that you have done for us, represented us well this year. And it hasn't always been an easy year, but thank you for all you've done. It's a small token of our appreciation.
And before I turn the meeting over to our newly elected President Bengel, I too want to extend our sincere appreciation on behalf of our 42,436 students, our 6,000 employees, and our greater school community for your leadership over the course of the past year, your dedication to students, and always putting the needs of our students first, and your deep leadership and decision-making is truly appreciated. So in recognition of your outstanding service to our students, our educational team, and our community, I'm honored to present to you a special token of our appreciation. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me again in thanking Chris Cusd, who just served a tremendous job.
Thank you very much. And before I pass the baton over to Sandy, a few wise words. It sincerely has been an honor to serve in this position over the last year and work with its dedicated board members, administrative staff, Dr. Young, and all of our 6,000 employees. I've met just about all 6,000 of them over the last year, over the last 8 years. In addition, it's been an honor to serve this community. We are stronger as a community when we find ways to work together. And the community is stronger when this board listens and responds to the concerns of all members of the community. And the board also operates tenfold in strength when it has the backing and the support of the community. I know that this board is dedicated to increasing that level of support on both ways. So with that being said, thank you, community, and thank you, governing board. It's been a pleasure to work with you. You're amazing people. Thank you, Dr. Young, and your staff. Thank you also.
So traditionally, our outgoing board president switches seats on the dais with the incoming new president. And so that's what's happening right now. And then what we do, all the remaining seats in January, we will make sure that they are seated in their relative trustee areas. And so that's how they're seated up on the dais, in case you were wondering who gets to sit where. It's all based on trustee areas. So at this point in time, congratulations again, President Bengel. I'm going to turn the gavel over to you for the facilitate and conduct the rest of the meeting.
Okay, next on our agenda, I'll entertain a motion to nominate a vice president for the 2016-17 school year.
Thank you, Dr. Bengel, for taking on your services. Ms. Bengel, President Bengel. I'd like to nominate Brian Harryford for Vice President.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Congratulations, Mr. Hereford. And I'll entertain a motion to nominate a clerk for 2016-17.
President Daigle, I'd like to nominate Betsy Sandoval for clerk.
Second.
Being no further motions, I will entertain a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Congratulations, Mrs. Sandoval. Okay, the next item on our agenda is N2, the annual appointment of representatives to board subcommittees. The recommendation is to appoint board members to Budget and Finance, Curriculum, Facilities, Human Resources, Technology, Center for Advanced Research and Technology, which is our CART, Clovis and Fresno City Councils, Governing Board Joint Subcommittees, and CSBA Delegate Assembly Subregion 10B. I'd like to put forward a suggestion that we maintain the current subcommittees for the time being, with Dr. Fogg filling the open positions on the Budget and Finance and Human Resources Committees. Based on conversations that we had at our special board meeting in November on ways that we can improve efficiency, I would like to see a reduction in the number of subcommittees that we have currently. I'm a firm believer in our subcommittee process, and it allows the board to delve deeper into topics, have more time to analyze and discuss issues with the administration before they're brought to the full board. And I've also appreciated being able to contact one of you on another subcommittee to discuss maybe a question or two that I have for the agenda. But at this time, I think there's opportunities for us to have fewer subcommittees and reduce the amount of discussion that occurs outside of our regular governing board meeting. We can then expand the reporting of the subcommittee topics during our governing board meetings. Because the topics of human resources and technology have implications across multiple areas of the district, I'd like to suggest that we think about having 3 subcommittees around curriculum, budget and finance, and facilities, and combine any of those other areas within those, where they would fall in any of those 3 committees. I've reviewed our board bylaws and board policy 1101, and which shows the structure and purpose of our subcommittees. It's outlined in that area. And I think it'd be a good time to have our administration review the entire policy to ensure that it reflects existing practices and procedures, and that it's up to date with all the changes in the laws, similar to what we do with all of our policies on a rotating basis. Then bring back the board suggestions for any updates or revisions, or for review and discussion at our January meeting.
Madam President, can I make one suggestion?
Sure.
Dr. Fogg's strengths are in budget, finance, and technology. So I would be willing to take the open seat on human resources, let them serve on technology.
So would you like to do that if we are going to change these?
Yes.
Or do you want to wait until there's a change? What's your,
We make a change now.
okay? All right.
You guys want to shake hands
So we'll
on that?
move you to for this time being until we make the big change later, okay?
So as we come up with ideas of what would be combination, you want us to sit with it, you know, or you gonna know, or how do you want to?
Just let me know, and I will work on that agenda item with Dr. Young.
Sure, because I've had some ideas similar to what you're saying there, so I'll share
Okay.
those as time goes on.
Absolutely.
And then we can work on combining a couple of them.
Yeah, and we can work on that, talk about before us at our January meeting. So the other subcommittee members are good with just remaining for the time being. Any other questions or discussion on that?
These are just for our subcommittees that we have within that we go to first budget. But how about the other things that we have on here? They are going to stay the same?
That will be up next. We're just talking about those subcommittees. So we also have the Clovis City Council Governing Board Joint Subcommittee, which is Brian Hereford and Betsy Sandoval. Any changes to that?
I'm comfortable.
I'm comfortable with being on your show.
And with reference to the subcommittees, I'm comfortable with keeping them as they are, and if Dr. Fowler is, Steve, you're good with the, you agree with that?
And our next one is the Fresno City Council Governing Board Joint Subcommittee, which Mrs. Osepian, Dr. Van Volkenberg, and myself are on. We've never met. That's still being planned and worked on to have that come to fruition. So no action on that one at this time.
Can I interject?
Certainly.
You have a brand new mayor, Mr. Lee Brand.
We do.
Mr. Brand has actually been to our joint meeting here in Clovis.
Yeah.
He would be super interested in starting what we do in Clovis.
He is actually the person that was at the base of wanting to see this happen. We talked to him a year ago, almost a year ago. And then the next one is the center. Any other comments on that one?
There's hope.
Yeah.
We'll have it.
The next one is our park. Betsy Sandoval is currently the board member on that. Anyone else interested in park?
Education.
For 1 year.
2-year term or 1 year?
For 1 year term.
Yes.
I appreciate Betsy Sandoval taking that position.
Okay. That was 2. And our community member is Mr. Sam Guile, and we need to reappoint that community member. Anyone have any problem with reappointing Mr. Guile?
He does a good job.
Okay, so we will reappoint him. And then we have the CSBA Delegate Assembly, Subregion 10B, currently held by Brian Herford. It expires March 31st of 17.
And he's applied to be reappointed by us.
Any further discussion on that one?
I think we just have to vote for it.
I'd like to see that reappointment take place.
Okay,
Okay.
are you good with that?
I'm good with that. Good for Bruce.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so any further discussion on any of the members there? We're actually going to do a motion to approve everyone, even though we just had one for CSBA delegate. We're going to do a motion to approve all of what we've just discussed. So do I have a motion?
I so move the recommendation, your recommendation.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. And we'll be working on that tonight. Thank you, Dr. Young. M3, appointment of governing board representative for the Fresno County Committee on School District Organization. I'll entertain a motion to nominate a board member and alternate as the voting representative to participate in the election of members to the Fresno County Committee on School District Organization in fall 2017. Currently, Mrs. Sandoval serves as the voting member, and Mr. Hereford is the alternate.
I move we nominate Betsy, continue her role.
And Brian?
And it's important that whoever is nominee to go has to go to these meetings. It's the only way they can do it. If you can't go or don't want to go, then
Don't do it.
So are you willing to go?
I'm willing to go.
Brian, are you willing to go?
I'm a driver, so yes. You can't drive at night, okay, keep on.
I'll further that motion to second.
Okay, so Mr. Hereford has nominated Mrs. Sandoval, and Mr. Cusd has nominated Mr. Hereford. Do I have a second for both of those? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The motions carry. Special presentations, Dr. Young.
Yes, I am extremely proud of our K through 12, kindergarten through grade 12 visual and performing arts program in the Clovis Unified School District. We have incredibly talented students directed by really amazing directors and teachers. And this evening, we get the pleasure to showcase another one of our phenomenal high school choirs under the direction of an incredible director and accompanist. Here to formally introduce our amazing students, our director and accompanist, is our very own coordinator of visual performing arts, Mr. Dan Bishop.
is my pleasure to welcome Roger Bergman and Buchanan High School Chamber Singers to sing two selections for you this evening. They are going to start with Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies, and we hope they have Roger dance in front of them. That's actually going to go. And they will conclude with Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
This is kind of a mashup of Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy and Disney's Small World. Sorry.
He's finished loading up his sleigh, and now
1979, and was then hired to work with her in the fall, as well as teaching music at Jefferson Elementary. In 1990, Weldon Elementary School was added to Rogers' teaching load, replaced by Dry Creek Elementary in 1991. After being away from the district for a few years, he was asked to return and interview for the position at the then new Buchanan High School, and has served there for the past 25 plus years. Throughout the years, his students have enjoyed musically enriching trips to New York, Washington, D.C., Florida, and Hawaii, as well as numerous locations in California. Along with teaching choral music, he has also taught beginning piano, AP music theory, and most recently, the art of music production and engineering. Roger is retiring this year, his last board performance. I will tell you, as his friend, as his short-lived mentor, if you want to call me that, as a VAPA coordinator, Roger is the finest example of the servant-type teacher who genuinely cares for each and every one of his students. Mr. Bergman, let us please thank you publicly for making a difference in thousands of young lives and shaping the musical imagination of so many. You will be missed, and please know you are deeply loved by all of us.
Thank you, Roger.
We'd like to invite Mr. Bergman to lead his students forward, and please come to the board and be recognized by them. And thank you again for being here tonight.
Thank you all for that beautiful presentation. You make our holidays, and we look forward to hearing more about you. And Mr. Bergman, we are going to miss you. Thank you.
Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. We work so hard in Clovis Unified to promote dignity, respect, and inclusivity. among and across our schools in the Clovis Unified School District. Our inter-school council is a perfect example of the power and strength of students joining together to learn from one another and to build each other up. This evening, student representatives from each of our high schools across the district are going to share some of the tremendous things that they're doing and making a positive difference among their peers. And at this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Emer O'Farrell, who has the joy and pleasure of introducing these amazing students from our inter-school council. So Dr. O'Farrell, I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you. Good evening, President Bengal, members of the governing board, Dr. Young, Mr. Anderson, Mrs. Mann, Susan, and our esteemed student board representative, Megan Calcom. We're joined tonight by a group of students who I'm quite sure are on Santa's good list. Our inter-school council, who you will recall, comprise the top 6 leadership role models from each of our 5 comprehensive high schools. These 30 students work together to lead our 42,000 plus student body in mind, body, and spirit. Each year, under the excellent guidance of our 5 activities directors, these students organize and host a highly important and impactful leadership camp during the summer, which brings over 300 students together to learn and develop into future leaders. In the month of December, it is traditional for the ISC to present a mid-year report to you, our governing board, to highlight some of the events of that camp and other student-sponsored projects, and also to extend holiday greetings to you. I wish to turn it over now to Trent Cameron, a student at Clovis North Educational Centre and current ISC president, who will make the presentation on behalf of our ISC and who will lead the group in shaking hands and wishing you a happy holiday afterwards.
Good evening, governing board members, Dr. Young, Mr. Anderson, Mrs. Salmon, and Mrs. Watts. My name is Trent Cameron. I'm a senior at Clovis North, and I am the president of ISC. Now, let's start with what ISC is. It stands for Inter-School Council. And the purpose of that is to take the top 6 students from the 5 high schools and to improve inter-school relations and to have focused conversations so that we can pull our resources together and have the most inclusive and one of the best districts in California and the nation. So one of the biggest responsibilities of ISC, and one of the most fun responsibilities of ISC, is our annual leadership camp that we host in the summer. We have it at the Sonora Sierra Outdoor School. We have 300 leadership students from all of the 5 high schools come, and we teach leadership skills, we play a lot of games, and we encourage inter-school collaboration. Now, ISC's role at camp is the formation of the theme. We develop engaging lessons. One of the best lessons and one of our favorite lessons that we've kept around over the years is what we call our tree of life. And what that is each student in their small group will share a little bit of their life and kind of give us a perspective on where they're coming from so that we can kind of take a walk in their shoes and gain some new experiences. The 3 words that I think of for leadership camp are education, inclusion, and connection. We educate on leadership and the responsibilities of leadership student. We include everyone, and we enforce inclusion. We like to have an inclusive environment, and we like to be included. And connection. This is one of the most important parts of leadership camp. We're taking kids, and we're putting them together, and we're giving them resources, human resources. And that is something that is invaluable. So here is a little bit of a camp video that I, along with my co-facilitators, Shelby Vidmar and Crystal Valtiera, put together in the 3 days.
It gets old when you talk to the sun.
in the time, understood, I know. Can it be that I hear what he's saying? Is there a reason why I'm still awake? He says, I've got you written in a black book on a railroad track. You see, I know your fate. And I said, you've got to listen. I'm a songbird with a brand new track. You underestimate. I'll give you something to believe in. Put up a basement full of demons. Realize you're a slave to your mind, break free. Now give you something to believe.
I know that I'm running out of time. I want it all. And I'm wishing this I'm trying to turn me off. I want it all. And I'm walking on a wire, trying to go higher. Feels like I'm surrounded by clowns and liars. You want it all. Just like fire, burning the way, looking at the world just one day. Watch this man.
Yeah, there's a whole other 5 minutes, but I'll save your time. So the next thing that ISC does is our mid-year conference. And this used to be something that we did annually, and over the past couple of years, we just haven't had time for it. But this year, we found that it's something that was just really important, and we thought that we would bring back. Basically what it is it's a leadership camp condensed down into one day. And we have it at the beginning of the second semester to reinforce the values that we instilled at the beginning of the year in the summer. So we get to celebrate the progress that we've made this year and the success that the advice that we gave at leadership camp had, and maybe where it fell short, so that we can improve on it. And it's really nice to have that conversation with the other schools, and sometimes they're going through the same issues with us and have a better way to resolve it, and it ends up creating a better environment for our leadership students. Another big component of ISC is our service. We love to give back to the community, and over the past year, we have already fed the homeless over Thanksgiving break. During the football season, we've funded several children's Make-A-Wishes so that they can have a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And last year, as well as this year, we've planted trees with the San Joaquin Valley Parkway, and that's a great experience. We get to get our hands dirty and give back to the community. Special needs has a nice place in ISC's heart. We put on dances at every single site for the students. We get to have fun, play a little Just Dance, and moving group. It's pretty fun. Thank you very much for having us. ISC is excited for the year to come, and we're excited to see what this year has to offer. So, happy holidays, and I appreciate you all for raising your hand.
Thank you. Thank you all for taking time to come and visit the board tonight and for your great presentation. We appreciate all you're doing for all the students across the district.
Good one.